So today we are going to learn about how to operate this ITC. This is isothermal titration calorimetry, in which we measure the interaction between any substrate and the ligand and the amount of heat released during that reaction or heat absorbed during reaction. That whether some reaction is exothermic or endothermic, that we'll get to know using this instrument. So I'll go one by one how to operate this. So this is a syringe from which we can take the ligand. This is a sample port, and these are the washing modules that we need after every sample. After running every sample, we need to wash this whole syringe and sample port. So here there is a switch that we need to switch on first. Switch on this ITC instrument will get switched on. Now here the software of this instrument is Microcal ITC 200. So we have to open this instrument, this software. So now we have to see that whether if all the cells are properly connected and ready to use, the three things will come as successful. The one is washing module is ready, the pipette is ready, and the this ITC sample port is ready. That is the three things that success, that green success should come. If it is not coming, it means you have to restart it again, and then you have to see that what is the problem. Then there might be any connection problem. Now what we will do, so first we will learn sample, this software, what are all these things, and then we will see how we used to put the sample in this. So in this, it will keep the sample sample in the substrate in the sample port, that is cell concentration. In this cell, that is cell concentration, and the ligand which will keep, that will take it through the syringe, so that we have to write it syringe concentration. So here basically I need to put syringe concentration and cell concentration. Generally it should be, the difference of these two concentrations should be around at least minimum 10 times, although that varies from sample to sample, that we cannot generalize. Then initial delay time that we need to put, that the when very first drop of this ligand will go to the cell, then what is the initial time to set up the reaction, that is the initial delay. Then cell temperature, here you have to keep the temperature at what temperature you wanted to carry out the experiment, although there is not much temperature controller, and it will not go to very low temperature of 5 or something, and it will not go up to 60-70. It will hardly go from 15 to 55 around. Then total number of injections. So from this syringe, the ligand will be poured into this port in cell. So one by one, injection wise, for each injection what is the volume we need to keep, that we can keep here, and total number, how many injections we want to study, that how many injections we will give, so that saturation of this interaction between cell and ligand came to the saturation point. That much injection we have to give. That again depends on sample to sample. So here you can give the file name, then volume of injection, duration for each injection, and how much spacing is there after each injection, that we need to put here. So generally what happens, the first injection volume is a bit higher because there is no ligand concentration earlier present in this. So generally we keep it a bit higher, like 2. Then subsequent, here we can change it Then subsequent, we can keep it like, we can change it 0.2. Now we'll see what is this instrument control. So here we have to keep all the experimental parameters that we have to set it here. Then instrument control. So what we have to see, first thing we have to set the temperature here, and then we have to wait that thermostat will set that the temperature at the instrument up to whatever point we have given. Then we will see here cell and syringe wash. From this we can wash the cell and syringe. Then we can this is syringe fill, cell buffer rinse and cell water rinse long. That generally we used to do maybe after 2-3 samples, or if we'll do different types of samples. Then detergent soak and rinse, that maybe if we are running it continuously, then probably we can use this deep cleaning once in a week. Then for syringe wash, there's 2 different type of syringe wash. The one thing which is good in this software is that if you'll click this cell and syringe wash, I'll show it later, it will automatically guide you what all you need to do with the instrument. So now the very first thing we have to see, now we'll start doing it, the experiment. So this is a syringe of 300 microliter, and this syringe is used, this is quite sophisticated one, and we cannot get it another one, so we always have to take care of this. And in this we can add up to 500 microliters of sample, and we can put it in this cell, port. So generally in cell port the volume goes around 250 to 300 microliters. So, and one thing we need to take care of, there should not be any bubble inside. There should no bubble should come inside this syringe while filling the sample. So let's say, suppose this is a sample of some protein. So we have to fill the sample in this syringe. So we have filled the sample in this syringe. Now we are going to pour this sample inside the cell port. So if you can see, there are 2 ports. One is in the middle and one is in the side. So middle one is for the sample, and the side one is for the reference, which is generally we used to give water, and that is already filled. So what we need to do is we need to pour the sample. So we have to take care that no bubble should come inside this. So what we'll do, first we will dip this syringe till the end. We have to see that where it's ending, and then slowly we have to put the sample. Now we have to see in this itself that whether water is coming out or the sample is coming out or not. We have to fill it to that level. And now we can see that water, the sample came till here. So it means that it is filled. Then from upper side we'll take out the extra sample. So this is how you usually see. We have filled around 400 microliters and now it's 100 microliters. So around 250 to 300 microliter sample goes inside this. Now after pouring this sample in the cell port, we'll pour the sample, the ligand, in the syringe. So what we have to click? We have to click syringe fill, and then whatever it will direct, that we have to follow.